after 5. So y'all gotta understand, man. I mean, a lot of people don't understand. Man, no, we always say a little after 5, but not quite 7, because we try to give my co-host time to get here. When Jai get here, Jai get real antsy. He be ready to get the mics going and everything and all that stuff. But today, man, well, it's your boy. I'm gonna start it off right. It's your boy Dave Gray, the unofficial mayor of St. Louis, the QB, everybody's second favorite light skinned homie. What's up, Shantae? Shout out to Shantae. K so what? We here today, man. Sitting across from me as always, my brother Jai Davis is in the building. We got DJ Muda in the building today, man. And man, we got a very, very, very special guest today, man. I know y'all wasn't expecting it because it was a surprise guest. We got the one and only, man, St. Louis' own. Don't get it twisted. St. Louis' own. Can I say St. Louis' own?
Listen here, man. You can say whatever.
Can I say something?
It's your show.
No, I don't want to misrepresent anything or anybody. But no, man. We got Gene Deal in the building, man. What's happening, man? Come on, man. Let's go.
Now, what's the bells for, man?
So the bells are for like, you know, if somebody say something that, you know, that need emphasis. Oh, like you say, you know, instead of saying, "Did you hear me?" or something like, we just hit the bells, man, let people know. Right, so they'll rewind it. No, they'll rewind it. Here, look, we'll see what they said if they wasn't listening. You know what I'm saying? Some people just don't even be watching. They just wait to hear the bells.
Look, they just we talking and you make a valid point, you know what I'm saying, that people didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, we hit the bills, but, you know.
Yeah, we usually had a gavel. Where the gavel at? The gavel over there? Okay. Now,
Beans ain't here.
Yeah, we got a co-host. His Beans on the scene. He probably gonna be pulling up in a minute, man.
He always say the stupidest shit.
He always say the dumbest stuff, and that gavel is for him.
Oh, okay.
So like he had those moments. So a lot of St. Louis Midwest people, you know, we pick up on social media stuff. So the pause game like they do out on the East Coast with the pause stuff. Right. So people here still old and gray like us still have pause moments, and then some of us are like, we too old for that shit.
Right.
You see what I mean? All right. Now we just gonna kick it off just to get Gene, look, just to get him in the boat. Look, Gene, what do you think that people are too old for that? Do you think that that's, you know, the pause thing? You know what I'm saying? Just your general opinion.
I'm the type of dude, bro. It's whatever your heart desires. Nobody can say what you too young for, what you too old for.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because this is your life. You gotta live your life the best you can, because when it's over and done with, it's over and done with.
Bam. Here, look, see? That's what the bell
points get made. And the points
get made.
Yes,
you hear that? And a lot of people don't understand, man. You want to live to get old.
Exactly.
You know, I thought that's what life was. You know what I mean? You live to get old. You know, you want to live first before you get rich. Well, me, I did. I always wanted to be like, I want to be alive. If I'm alive, I can get money.
Right. Okay.
If I'm dead, I can't get no money. You know what I'm saying? Get no money. Muda, what's up, baby?
Man, I'm chilling, man. Up here with Big Gene, man.
Hey, look, and super shout out to Muda, bringing Gene through, man. Coming through here today.
Hey, yeah, Muda, you been holding it down.
Hey, look, Muda,
man.
Muda like the secret
you
weapon.
You don't pop back on the scene and
people don't know.
Down,
I appreciate that, man. Jack called me the glue.
Hey, how it
super
feel,
glue.
How it feel, man? Like, so you come back to St. Louis. You've been doing a lot of venues and doing a lot of shows, rocking with a lot of groups. How did that feel to you? Like,
I mean, it feel good from the standpoint of doing what you love to do and being older. You just when you enjoy something, it feel a whole lot better. You know what I'm saying? It's just what you love to do, and then coming back to the city. I mean, it's not Atlanta, but like I said, we got a lot. I mean, me and Gene was talking about that. A few of us talking about that. Really trying to get St. Louis on track, because as he said in the car, man, it's more talent. A lot of talent come from here. But they end up leaving.
You know why I call you the glue, right, man?
I know why you call me the glue.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying just to come back home and to be loved and appreciated by you, my brothers, and the homies. Oh yeah, man, nothing like it.
And then, like I say, our relationship is newer. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, Jim's Pool Room. Hey, Jim. So they rock with a big crew. Committee, Jim's Pool Room. They all affiliate. It's like Tribe Called Quest and I don't even want to go into the Zulu Nation. I'm not going to even go into that right now. That's a whole... Hey, G, when you come back after the 20th, can we have another sit-down with you?
We can sit down, bro.
Appreciate it. Because there's some other stuff I want to talk to you about, like, that we probably won't have time to fill this show. Because.
But, Gene, as far as, like, hip-hop, like, you more like, before... Do you remember Early D? Early D? You remember? I know you remember Silk Smooth.
Of course, it was Silk Smooth.
Nah.
You know,
What?
what about JCD and the Dog Pound?
He was already gone by then.
He was gone by then.
Gone by then, but bro, when I was in St. Louis, dude, we talking about in the rap game, we talking about 75, 77 and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yo, you had Shotgun Music Production.
Okay.
R.E. Trice. Holly Rock's Music Production. Dynamite Disco.
This all St.
And
Louis.
Future
Oh,
Shot.
St. Louis?
This all St. Louis.
And people, when you talk to them, they don't know nothing about
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
Those were the groups.
So those are the seeds that was planted.
Those are the seeds that was planted. Holly Rock was from the north side. He represent the Northwest High School and everything like that. Shotgun was from Sodan. You understand? Dynamite Disco was from U City. Future Shock was from Wellston.
I remember Future Shot.
And see, this all
I
before
remember Future
Just
Shot.
Black,
And I was
Ronnie
gonna ask
Rome.
you, Shotgun. Is he brown skin? Dark skin brother?
I don't remember.
Okay, 'cause we know it's Shotgun from the west side. You said Wellston. You know what I'm saying? I'm like this. It's covered to me a little bit, but I'm a little younger.
Right.
But I've always been in the hip hop.
definitely know
I was a
the
b-boy
groups
before.
Yeah,
you know,
And nobody knows those
yeah.
groups. And that's that was the foundation of different parties, different clubs, and different halls that were rented out. And those groups would get their parties and everything like that. You understand? They would have battles. So that's where the foundation laid at. It's a hall. I don't know if it's a hall. It's still there. It used to be right there on Page and Union. Used to be a big hall right there.
it's a church now.
Aldi's or
It's a
something.
church now. I know
It's
it's
an
a
Aldi's
church
or
now.
something.
Yeah, all these
It's
are
an
across the
Aldi's,
street.
yeah.
So that's where they used to give
Yeah,
a lot
because there's
of
a church on
parties
this side.
there.
Like, Walgreens.
Rosada Kane.
Yeah.
The over there in the Central West End.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
dude. Rosada Kane dances.
Rosada Kane dances. Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So St. Louis rap goes way back then, but you know, I left St. Louis in '81.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. So anything after that, I'm dumbfounded to.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Well,
you talking about early D and Silk Smooth.
Yeah, yeah. When I talk
remember
about them,
Trick
I'm
with a
talking
good
about
rap?
Trick with a good rap. Yeah.
Gene was gone. If he
Yeah,
said he was
right,
gone in
right.
81.
But, you know, but that was nationwide though.
Right,
Yeah.
but you got to still remember.
Yeah,
That was
AMG.
West
Well, I
Coast.
know you
that was
know-
West Coast rap if you really think about
Yeah,
it, because it was
true,
AMG. He was down with DJ Quick and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Silk my homie. That's my dog.
What's old boy from the Blue Mines? I Ghetto Jam. You good fan?
Domino.
Okay, I know you know Domino.
Not at
Bruh,
all.
he went to the East Coast, bro. You
I was
saying
on the
all
East
West
Coast,
Coast
bro.
stuff, bro.
Oh,
You saying
man.
all West Coast
But see,
stuff.
like you said, Domino was worldwide.
Wasn't nobody playing.
Yeah,
Trust me,
and
they
back
thought he was-
then
they thought he
in
was
New
from
York,
Compton.
They
back
wasn't
then
playing
in
on
New
the
York,
East.
they
They
weren't
wasn't-
playing
they
no
wasn't-
West
Yeah,
Coast.
Oh, okay.
That's where
okay,
the
okay,
Back
beef
okay,
then
is.
in the 80s, they
Okay, I
weren't
see
playing
what
no
you're
That's
West
where the
Coast.
beef come in
I see
now,
what you're saying.
and people like from in the South and everything like that. Because when New York had it, you know what I'm saying, they was not playing Southern rappers. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't playing West Coast rappers. That's what the beef was about, because New York radio
Cool Joe.
was not playing it.
Right,
Hey, this
right,
my other
right. So
co-host.
it's all brand
Cool
new.
Joe. You see, we got Gene Deal in the bit. It took him a second. Look.
Whatever you want. Yes, sir. I'm doing good.
That's one of my co-hosts, man. What's up, brother? My brother, what's happening, bro? Love you, boy. You all right? You all right? All right. How your brother? How everybody?
Everybody good?
Okay, okay. Hey,
up,
Dean,
bro?
I'm sorry, man. Let me get another preemptive.
Yeah, DJ Muda. Yep.
We have random guests come in, but he's not one of my co-hosts. But
Right.
we always say on our show, ain't no telling. Ain't no telling who gonna walk through the door.
Right,
but
right,
it's
right,
all
right.
love
It's all love.
at the door. You
Oh,
hear
for
me?
sure. I hope so.
Is it, no, for sure, for sure. You see, we got a attack dog around there.
Oh yeah.
That's our attack dog. But no, man, we was So G, my question basically was like, you earlier, y'all, before the cameras came on, you know, he said he was around for a lot of St. Louis hip hop, St. Louis artists. So they was doing rap like that in the 80s,
In the 70s.
in the 70s.
In 70s, it started like 77.
That's
Where
way
the
back.
battles, when the battles was doing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, Future Shock Music Production. You say you remember them.
Yeah, I remember
They used to
Future
be
Shock.
like, Shock, Get it ready to rock.
Yeah,
Shock.
it
Get it
was-
ready to roll.
And just a,
So that was in the
Shock.
70s.
Get it ready to rock. Shock. Get it ready to roll.
Mm-hmm.
And then Shotgun Music Productions, they chant used to be Shotgun. Who do you call when you ain't got enough and you want to have some more of that funky stuff? Shotgun.
okay.
Hey,
So,
Shotgun.
I remember like that's the
So
old
this is
school
like-
hip hop.
So is this when like they was performing down at the
Euclid.
right there on the land? It was on the land.
No, we talking the 70s.
No,
Yeah, I'm
70s.
saying that's back then.
Yeah, but no, they was doing the different halls that was in St. Louis, the Legion Hall.
I remember the Legion.
The UAW, all that shit like that.
UAW.
Those guys would rent those joints out with their different crews. And I was just telling them the crews back in the day was RET, Trice, Shotgun Music Productions, Holly Rock Music Productions.
I heard that.
Yeah,
So what-
Future Shock and Dynamite Disco.
So for me, my first was what was the posses? Damn.
He said he left at 81, so whoever you finna name,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
gonna know
But
where
what
he
I'm
is.
saying, just as far as St. Louis music, I know a lot of them people connected in families. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Underground Posse. What was it? Damn, I can't remember the name of the
Well, I
song.
think the dude, one of the guys who really branched out more, that was Holly Rock. He branched out into the radio, you know, because he got on the radio from doing the streets and stuff like that. And he used to outdo, well, I wouldn't say outdo it, but he was up there with him, but he was a younger version of Dr.
Jockenstein.
Jockenstein.
Like the Jackson style. Operating.
Nah, see, that's where I come
Magic
in there.
108, wasn't it?
Yeah. See, so we was birthed in the 70s, so we was
Yeah,
We
I'm
was
75.
outside.
I'm 70.
like
no.
kids should be now. We was outside
73,
playing. We
so I
wasn't
was 4
listening to the
years old. I
radio.
don't know nothing.
Look, he said 77 was my first year I got into football. And I remember I started watching the Steel Curtain. That's why we said 77. It triggered that for me. I remember that. Yes, sir.
So
But-
St. Louis, they come on, man. I was a DJ.
Really?
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
See, I ain't
Look, he ain't even.
I got so many questions.
So you D. So as far as
Used to battle, you know, all that stuff
yeah,
like
I was gonna
that.
ask. A lot of people get into the hip hop business,
Right,
but not necessarily as a rapper.
right.
It's like me. I've been in the car business forever, but I don't sell cars. You know, I might be the parts manager or
Yeah.
finance manager or something. But I just still love being around that business. Is that how it was for you, or what was your introduction to
Music.
music? You know what I'm saying? It's for we don't even take it back. What was your introduction to music? Period. Like.
Well, you know, when you come up in high school and stuff like that, you know, you might like an instrument, you play instruments and stuff like that. So I played the instrument, and then we had a piano in my dad's home. So, you know, music came from that part of it. You know what I'm saying? Playing the piano, you know what I'm saying? Playing the trombone and things like that. So that was my interest in music. But then DJing became a part where it's that, oh my God, you know, this is where the girls is at. We giving parties and shit
Yeah,
like
the
that.
parties.
You know what I'm saying? And then we learning how to rap. You know what I'm saying? We doing, back then we did mostly chants than we did made rap songs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was more party,
Original
but it was
MC,
about
right?
party.
Yeah,
That's the original.
Yeah, master of
yeah.
ceremony. It was
Yeah.
like rocking the
Right.
party.
Right.
yeah,
That's it's that story about Busy B and Kool Mo D.
yeah.
You ever heard that story?
Yeah, I know.
Busy B tell it all the time. He said,
Right.
"I was the king," and then Kool Mo D came with that rapid fire, you know, rap
Yeah.
because he said he used to win every battle
Just
by just getting the crowd.
get the crowd
you know what I'm
hype.
saying? Getting the crowd.
Question,
So-
Gene. So, like in your time, like in my time, everybody in my neighborhood played football or played a sport. In your time, there was a lot of people that chose to play instruments. Am I correct?
Well, instruments, but then I played basketball too.
Well, I'm
You
not
know what I'm
saying
saying?
I'm not taking away from that, but because
Yeah.
back then you had more.
Band was a little more
little more-
present. Band was
band,
present.
music, choir, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I played sports, you know. I don't know if none of y'all know this, but in 80 and 81, I led the state of Missouri in rebound.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, look, where we at?
And
You know
Mizzou?
what I'm saying?
And
See, we getting
Mizzou?
them, we getting
No,
them
in
nuggets
Missouri.
here today.
Oh, yeah,
look,
right.
hey, Mo, look at them.
I said
I
state
love
of
you so
Missouri.
much, I gotta take my glasses
Yeah.
off. It's like-
You know what I'm saying?
I got so just a question, bro.
I
Like,
put-
coming
Spread
from
them out.
the
Cool. We all got an egg. He'll go in. Look.
I put Wellston on the map. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I put Wellston on the map. We went to the first conference on it.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Ken Park used to be beautiful.
See,
You know what I'm
he
saying?
remember them
So
times.
then, led the state of Missouri in rebounding. Got a St. Louis postage back to Wellston. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, West Side.
You know what I'm saying? So,
the best side.
Hall to high. So this was the then got St. Louis Post Dispatch Scholar Athlete Award. You know what I'm saying? Went on to school and graduated. You know what I'm saying? University of Tennessee, Chattanooga.
See, that's what I'm saying, man. And them accomplishments, bro. Them accomplishments,
I
man.
never would have known that.
Yeah.
Right.
Like for me, like I like the business of music. Like
Right.
Dave, you know, like he said earlier. And it's like for me, it's always been like, man, how bro come from here and make all of those different connections throughout his process of life. You get what I'm saying?
With no internet.
No internet. No.
I mean, I grew up with no internet too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm 48.
It's where you at, bro.
I mean,
You understand?
But I know it's the drive too. Like, and
But it's where
that hustle,
it has a
same
lot to do
mentality.
with where you at, man. Because when I went to New York City, you know, I went to New York City straight out 3 days out of college. I graduated August the 18th, 1986. I was in New York City like the 21st or the 22nd, some third of August. You understand what I'm saying? You know, my father said some shit I didn't like.
That was my third day of football practice.
You know what I'm saying? I played at Matthew Dickey too.
I'm in the record.
You know what I'm saying? So now my pop said some shit I didn't like. What I do? I said, all right, cool. And I just left. I had $180 in my pocket and a girl I knew in New York.
What? You took a chance, huh?
And I went there. But see, I was supposed to go overseas. You know what I'm saying? And then I tore my knee up playing ball out there. And then I said, yo, fuck going, you know.
So that was gonna be my next thing. What took you to the East Coast? Because the funny part, you sitting in a room of people. Well, I know me and Jai, and he know me. Like I always been the East Coast guy. Like from when I was a kid, because the next street over, all the guys went to NYU.
Right.
Like you know, all my big homies, they all went to NYU. So they used to send me the Red Alert and the Mr. Magic Rap Attack cassettes. They'll come home from the summer and leave them with me. So I'm listening to Mr. Magic. I'm listening to all this underground. But all my guys was listening to UGK, NWA. You know, everybody else was listening to that, and I was the only one. I'm dead serious. Out of 15 people, when it's my turn to play the music, they looking like.
But that time out with that, the guys in the streets who really was doing it was Brucey B.
I know about
You
Brucey B.
understand?
Yes, sir.
Brucey B. Then you had what's this cat name? You know him. He used to do the comedy show. What's his name? Kid Capri.
Kid Capri, yes sir.
They was one coming out the trunk and stuff like
Yes,
that.
sir.
Ron G.
I know about Ron G.
You know what I'm saying?
Ron G.
Those guys was the one who was really in the streets, doing the streets. But it was this dude who gave them all a house, and that was the dude Unique from Mecca Audio.
Okay.
Oh, I've
know,
seen him. Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
know
He
you're
got a
talking about.
podcast show now. He did 26 years
Unique
in the Fed
Mecca,
joint.
Yeah.
So
Y'all homeboys, right?
that's what I do. That's what I do.
Yeah.
You know, I did his whole 26 years with him.
Right.
You know, whenever he could call, whatever. He's the one actually who made that phone call to me in California and told us that they was gonna come out and kill us.
Oof.
Yeah. Okay.
That
I remember
that
you
dude
said
there.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, Unique Record. He did that while he was underground where El Chapo was at. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? He got to a phone and made that phone call.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask you, like, being in California around at that time had to have like you had to feel some kind of way. You know what I mean? And I was gonna ask you about Unique because you brought his name up. You didn't let anybody know. You just said, "Yo, I gotta call."
Why would I keep that information to myself? You know, I
Right.
wouldn't do that. You know, it's guys' lives online.
Right.
You know, I don't want to be nobody to say, yo, well, he didn't tell us. Nobody could come out and say that I didn't tell them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I tell you I got information, some niggas gonna come try to kill you. My man called me. I had 3 other dudes call me, but I already knew that you gotta know that.
Right.
You know, if we're gonna get into that conversation now, you gotta know that, especially if you security minded or you somebody from the streets.
Right.
You know, there's no way that somebody gonna do something to somebody in St. Louis, you know, somewhere else or wherever, and then come to St. Louis, and then St. Louis dudes ain't gonna try to get at them.
Right.
You know, you can't get out my city like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got to think that way. You got to know that to be true. You know what I'm saying? So I told everybody who was with us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but that's the cloth though. Like, I mean, it don't matter really what type of business you do in this world. Like your morals and values gotta stand tall. Like,
Oh, and no matter where you go,
what I'm saying?
man.
No matter,
Like,
yeah.
like, I don't know. Like I know you from Wellston. Like I'm from Northside. Like Dave.
Well, I was born in the North Side, and I went to Wellston when I was 12 years old. You understand? But that's 12 years old. I got my real, schooling from going. I went to Williams School, right there on Vandervender and St. Ferdinand.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
that's
I
where I
know
went to
what you're
school
on.
at. Then when I met my mother for the first time. I'm 12 years
This
old.
the time when
They moved me to
Prudago was
Wellston.
up, the village was
Yeah,
moved.
yeah.
Prudago,
The Village, Prudago, the Vaughn. You know what I'm saying?
I know you
The
was-
Holderman track.
Right.
Shout out to the tracks.
Right.
Shout out to the tracks.
Shout
out to the
no,
See, that's where my
Get
parents.
caught on the Holderman track.
Yeah. That's where my parents met in the Prudago.
Yeah.
You know what I
So
mean?
so
Mine met in the village.
Yeah, so-
Lady from the village.
you know what I'm saying. So and because I was a ball player, I went all those places.
Right.
You
You
understand?
had a certain type of path.
You know what I'm saying? I had a
See,
pass.
hoopers could go anywhere back then.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, people wanted to show their neighborhood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on over here,
Yeah.
But Becky Park on Page, that's the cage. It's one way in, one way out.
See, we had a different cage.
See, we had the cage on in Becky Park. But here, G, my question though, like, I'm sorry, you were saying that, you hooped. We was talking about you were probation officer,
No parole. State
parole
parole's
officer,
different.
parole officer, DJ. What was the transition that got you into security in New York?
And security knew. Well, see, I did security for our crew here too. Future Shot.
Okay.
I was a DJ, but I'm
was
security.
I
I
got you.
I studied under Benny Smith. Benny Smith, God bless the dead. He just died a couple of months ago. I did in my new book. I did a dedication to him. He was from the Vaughn. He was a welterweight boxing
So,
champion.
shout out real quick. That's who Corner Coach G with the
Oh,
kids was here.
yeah,
So
yeah,
we
yeah.
had a coach on here. We had Coach Ronnie down at Black Pearl. I don't know if you know Coach Ronnie. They be down at Black Pearl. So we had some basketball coaches, and they just gave him a random to the gentleman you just talked
Yeah,
about.
Benny
So we
Smith.
just
Yeah.
yeah. So
Benny
my
Smith
fault,
knows
G.
a lot of kids. He saved a lot of kids' life
Yeah.
because he taught them that knuckle up game.
Yep.
You understand? I was fighting one of the biggest bullies at that time in Wellston. His name was Patrick Cotton. This dude had muscles on top of muscles. You know what I'm saying? But I was training karate under Cedric Malone, and I was training boxing under Benny.
Oh, he was
You know
dangerous.
what I'm saying? So now,
That's a Northside kid.
you had to do it all. Baseball, basketball. During the season, you got to do that. So I'm at the Salvation Army in Wellston. This dude, Patrick Cotton, he bullying people and stuff like that. I'm 16 years old at the time. You know what I'm saying? So then, he want to come in. He don't care about getting the ball and nothing like that. He just want to hit you and everything like that. So he hit me, and I pushed him off me. Because back in the day when I was a kid, we used to play pick 'em up, fuck 'em up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah, Killer Man.
Yeah.
We call it Killer Man.
we
Pick 'em
call
up, fuck 'em up.
it. We pick 'em up, fuck 'em
That's
up.
what it was at the end of the day. Pick 'em up, fuck 'em up.
You touch the ball.
I'm so many times in there, boy.
So we
Yeah.
Started that shit,
You know what I'm saying?
Throw the ball up in there.
everybody.
Bunch of motherfuckers coming at you.
Yeah,
What?
man. So,
Apple table, whatever.
so this dude, he called himself that he wanted to. Now he want to fight me. You know what I'm saying? So then, I caught him with the left hand. Bow, and he just started leaking. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm talking to him. Now look at you. All the muscles ain't gonna do nothing for you right now.
Talking to
You know what I'm saying? Now he getting mad, so he's rushing at. He running at me. I'm sidestepping him, two piecing him. Pow pow. You know what I'm saying? So now he getting mad. He go pick up the mop handle. Back then, I'm talking about those things, the metal one.
Oh, with
And
the
Yo, he pulled that shit out and had it like this and was swinging that shit like it was nothing. That's how strong this kid was.
The whole
Oh,
my
yeah.
bringer.
Yo,
My
yeah.
bringer.
Yo,
I'm the
so
old
next
school
thing you
one.
know, Benny said, you gonna fight him fair, you ain't gonna fight him at all.
Damn.
Benny was a gangster. You know what I'm saying? But he was a good dude. So then one thing led to another. He put the thing down and got up out of there, and I said, I was happy in the motherfucker.
You was through
I
with that fight.
don't know how lucky I could continue getting. But I'm saying that to say that, it's great people like that teach you the morals and the fabrics that you get, and you stay with the cut, the cloth that you cut from.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Shout out.
So when I went to New York City, it wasn't hard. You understand?
Sure.
I'm in the schoolyard. I'm about to go to Germany.
Getting it in.
I'm doing 360s. You understand? I got a 38-inch vertical. You understand what I'm saying? I'm doing all kind of dunks up. So this dude seen me play. You know, his name was Slick.
Okay.
So he said, "Yo, my man, where you play ball at?" I said, "UT Chat. I just graduated. Finna go to Germany." He said, "Yo, could you play for me?" I said, "Play for you where?" He said, "Yo, it's on 105th and First Avenue." I said, "Where that's at?" He said, "Where you from?" I said, "Right over here. I'm living with my girl and I'm on 113th Street." He said, "Well, I'm from 112th Street." You know what I'm saying? So you just take this block down to First Avenue, and then you go down 5 blocks, and you're gonna see a park with the projects and everything like it was Wilson Projects.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So then I said, "All right, then I'll be there." So he told me a time. So I went over there, and when I tell you, brother, I'm sitting out there, I'm shooting and everything like that. Cause I took my ball, my bag with me. I'm shooting, nobody's there. I said, "This mother told me to come over here.
Ain't nobody out here.
Nobody out here." Next thing you know, cars just start coming from everywhere, and dudes jumping out. They cars and stuff, talking shit, jumping out, talking shit. And we was playing against this guy that y'all may have heard of, and Cameron portrayed him and paid in full. We was playing against Alpo team.
Alpo, no. Okay.
Yeah.
Was that Ruckus? Was that Ruckus Boy?
No, this
Wasn't
was two guys who was getting money,
and they would just put teams together.
And they playing against 10,000. They got 10,000 up.
And you got that 10,000 back then.
Is that like how you? Because I know that's lions, tigers, and birds in them games.
Right.
So like with your progression through this what we all know you for.
Yeah.
Is that how you like got your bones with them New York guys? Like being from a city like St. Louis, where we all sound like country buckets to people of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like because I know you had to be physical as hell.
Yeah. I was that dude, you know, as far as physical rebounding and, you know, shooting and all that stuff like that.
And you can move because you play St. Louis basketball.
Yeah.
We running guns.
Yeah. So I was pretty good, you know what I'm saying? I was second leading scorer and rebounding in chat during my 2 years there.
I'm saying in the New York game.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the New York games. So that's how I got big playing for this guy, Slick. You know, because they playing for money, but I didn't know it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
you know, I'm friends because he asked me at the end of the game, "Yo, what you want, man? What you need?" And stuff like that. I said, "Just give me an orange juice and a bag of chips."
Because you think
They was
that's what you think.
$10,000. Maybe more than that.
Yeah, but I didn't know.
Shout out to Slick.
So I'm walking home.
Slick was getting it.
I'm walking home. You know, so he took me to the store,
Right?
Because I was the leading rebound, leading scorer
Right.
that game and stuff like that. Man, I'm fresh out of college,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Those guys street balls and stuff like that's cool. I'm jumping out the gym, I'm doing my thing. So now, I'm walking the student. There's one of the dudes who played on the other team. He said, "Yo, big man, I know they hit you crazy." I say, "Yeah, what's up?" He said, "Hit you up." He said, "What did he give you like?" Well, he gave you like a G. He said, "What did he give you, 1,500 G like that?"
You know, I got
and I'm like this. I'm quiet, and motherfucker. I'm like, "No, I'm good, bro." You know what I'm saying? He said, "What's up?" He said, "Yo, bro, let me just say." He said, "Where you from?" I said, "Yo, I just left Chattanooga." You know what I'm saying? But I'm from St. Louis. He said, "Yo, did he pay you?" I said, "Pay me for what? Playing ball?" He said, "Yo, dog, everybody gets paid. Even when you lose, you get paid."
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Al gave me 300. You know what I'm saying? That's what he said. Al gave me 300 and they lost. You understand? Just so he can come back again. You know what I'm saying? So then I say, "Oh shit." So then Slick, me and him became real cool. He's like my brother. You know what I'm saying? He was like my brother. So, you know, I played in different tournaments for him. Then he took me over to the 12th Street Posse.
Montega in the building, man. That's how everybody walk in. Got Gene Deal in the building today, right here. What's that? That's my man Montega. He
What's up, bro?
What happened? What he know you?
We know some of the same people from back home.
See, he lived in New York for a while also.
All right.
When transplant. What we say? Call another transplant.
Look, Q, what up?
What up, Q? What up, Q? What's
up?
up, baby? What's happening? What's happening? Well, no, G, my fault, man. We apologize, but this how it work here, man. Cause
People just here
people
walking.
just show.
I ain't got no
and,
problem
and
with
I
it.
love when people come. It's part of my thing.
He's
'Cause
safe, though.
people could be doing.
ain't
People.
worried about
These are
No,
I ain't
ain't
worried
worried.
about
Hey,
Hey, Mundo.
Yeah, we. I ain't
Hey,
worried.
look. He know. Hey, look. He been doing this long enough to know the vibe.
Oh, for sure.
Hey, look. As soon as he'd have walked in, his spidey sense would have went off. He would have knew. Hey, look. Look. I thought they was leaving.
Right.
Look, when I saw y'all walking on the front, I was like, wait a minute. I looked
Yeah, I
at my
didn't-
clock.
yeah.
Look. I said, wait a minute. We paid 85. Yeah, hold on a minute.
I'm safe. I'm safe all
So
around.
you being out there on the court doing what you do, but like,
But
was
then
was it a situation or a moment to where somebody saw you handle some business and they was like, you know what,
You know what,
I want him to
rock
be
with
my
me.
security. I want
I
him to
know.
rock with me.
No, they ain't. It was never like that because, guys in New York, they will talk that shit and they'll try you.
I
You
know what I
understand?
was
But they know who to try.
Uh,
You know what I'm saying? They can look at you and like, yo, yeah, all right, they'll do to try to bump you hard or something like that.
I know what
whatever
y'all
like
trying to
that.
ask him.
No, hold on. He get to it. He get to it.
And that never happened with me. You know, if somebody do that like that, I handle it right there.
Right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
St. Louis.
I say,
Right.
because you know what I tell a motherfucker straight out? And if I can curse, I say just like
Go
this. When a nigga hit me something like that, I say, your brother's finna be like that for the rest of the night. About to be like that for the rest of the night.
Hey, this is what we doing.
Ooh, yeah.
This is what we doing.
Nigga, come
This is
on.
what we
It's gonna be
doing.
like that for the rest of the night. So get ready. I ain't gonna say nothing else. And the shit that I'm gonna hit him with, he gonna understand that. You understand? Because I know how to legitimately make it look good and hit you like that's what they teach you in school.
Yeah, so you don't
When you
get
play
no
that
marks.
D1 and nothing like that.
No
So
marks.
all night I got this up like this. I got them hands up. So then when I go and switch and do a whole turnaround, boom, you get that caught in your head.
You get that.
You know
Come
what I'm
on,
saying?
no,
Yeah, nigga, like that. That's what you
No,
want.
but
That's
that's
what
what
you
we
want to
doing.
do.
That's what we doing.
Dennis Rodman used to play like that.
Oh, dude.
Keep them hands up like
Yeah.
that for the rest of the night.
Go ahead, Jack. Go ahead.
Okay, so how did a guy from Wilston wind up with in New York with Same Gang?
The guy from Wellston is the one dude who started the game.
Okay.
Okay.
You understand?
Let's
So
go.
I was working in a youth program at St. John's Youth Community, St. John's Church, and they had a community outreach program called Manhattan Valley Youth Program that dealt with underprivileged kids and things like that. So I was working there as a counselor. This guy named D. Ferg, he became director in there who did the T-shirts and all the stuff and transition kids to show kids who had entrepreneur skills that wanted to do T-shirts and stuff like that. So he became the director. So D. Ferg and the guy came named Mike Owens. You know, they were working down there doing with the kids. They were from Harlem. They Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the Harlem knows them. You know what I'm saying? D. Ferg is ASAP Ferg's father. You know what I'm saying? So we was down there, and you know what? I'm a fraternity guy. You know, I pledge Omega Psi Phi Q.
Okay.
And I've seen a lot of stuff like that in schools and organizations and stuff like that. And so then crews start popping up in Harlem. You know, like people having the Cash Money Brothers, All Stars, Best Out, the 40 Wolves, Mecca Audio, and the whole 9 yards. And these guys are giving parties and stuff like that. So I said, yo, D, you know what I'm saying? Why don't we start something? So then we was trying to figure out a name, and then we was watching this video, and it said we're all in the same game. You know what I'm saying? Remember that video? Somebody
Yeah, I remember that.
self-destruction.
The one with
Yeah.
Michelle A.
Yeah.
West Coast All Star.
Yeah, I remember we all in the same game. Easy.
Green Yo.
Yeah, so then D said, that's what we gonna call our shit. Same game.
I.O.
All right, OBE.
Yes, sir.
All right, bro.
All right. So he said we're gonna call it the same game. So then he designed, you know, he's art, he designed, so we got some T-shirts and everything like that. So then, what do? It's summertime. I said, let's do the same gang picnic. Bear Mountain. I went and got the, you know, because at this time I was I was investigator for child abuse. I left the other job and became an investigator for child abuse. You know what I'm saying? So I had the credentials to go and get you know,
Funded.
no, not funded, but it's hard to get like park permits. It's hard to
You
get
could do that because you was
stuff
in
like
the
that.
position.
But they seen my credentials. They were like, yo, this
that
is
makes
here.
sense. No, that makes sense. That
So you
makes
do
sense.
like block parties and whatever.
Block parties, all that stuff like that. But so I would get the halls. I would get everything.
Right.
So I did what we was doing in school. I seen people do in school, boat rides, parties, in the whole 9 yards.
Right.
So we started the same game, and
Okay.
me, Mike, D. Ferg, Tone Wop. You ever heard that song called "Do the Tone Wop"? Tone Wop. Yeah, you look it up. It's Tone Wop.
Tone
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so it was Tabadoo, Rick Dog. We got together and stuff like that. We started the crew. Then we started bringing people in. People wanted to be a part of it, and that's how Puff got to be a part of.
Oh, because he was
through
doing
D-Ferg.
the parties.
Yeah, he was doing parties,
okay,
and he
okay.
wanted to make his name big in Harlem.
Oh, okay. And that was the
So
connection.
were you was around for the infamous party?
Well,
The infamous Heavy D Puff Daddy party? Was you around for that?
I was at the front. I was at the door, bro.
Oh,
What's his name? Father.
When the
Was
kids
it,
got killed.
Yeah,
you talking about Father MC?
When his
Father
girl,
MC
that was his girl. Yeah.
Yeah,
But see,
that's
dog,
crazy.
I tell the story in the book. But we pulled her out of that crowd, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she ran back down the steps after we had got her safe away from
Wow.
her, and she got caught up, and that's how she died.
Damn.
Make no mistakes, though.
Damn.
So she got out and went back in.
She must. Hey, that's what we talk about, emotions, some feelings. So she had to have some serious emotions
A lot of people want
to
to be
run
in
back
that
into
club.
that. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people want to be in. A lot of people want to be in those parties, man. You got to
Right.
realize if you in Harlem, you know, if you not at them spots, you ain't nobody.
Right.
And that's the way a lot of people felt like that.
You ever been to the tunnel?
Plenty of times.
I've been to the tunnel once. Lauryn Hill record release party, album release, Miseducation Lauryn Hill. It's just a wild place, man.
One time.
Say that shit, John.
It's just a wild place, man. It's just like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I already know.
Hey,
it's
so
a-
look, I have my tunnel story too.
I heard about the tunnel.
So
Could
we
y'all
went
tell
to
us about
we went to New York to get some music mastered. We was calling ourselves. We went to Tony Darcy down in Manhattan. He had did Jermaine Dupri. He did a lot of Puff Daddy and shit. So he was like the top mastering guy. We drove. 7 of us got in a minivan, drove to Manhattan.
From here?
Yes, drove to Manhattan to get some music mastered because we heard that
He
Tony
was
Darcy
good.
was like the guy. If I'm saying his name right, Tony. So we get to New York. It's a Tuesday. I tell everybody this, dude. Tuesday, like 3 o'clock in the morning, we pull in. Dude, you come out of the Lincoln Tunnel. Dude, it was 12 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday. It was live. Like, we talking 3 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday.
Right.
It was like live. Like, it was,
Yeah.
everything was open.
Because people
Yeah,
don't
that's
understand in New York City, they don't party. You don't go to club on Fridays and Saturdays. They go to clubs on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays.
Okay.
Sometimes Thursdays. On Fridays, Saturdays, if you go to a club,
What up, Tom?
it's a regular club. You know what I mean? It's a club that's given the. It's not a part of the cruise and part of the industry.
Right.
Right.
The industry don't go out on Fridays and Saturdays.
Right.
You understand? The industry goes, because most people go home in the industry on Fridays because they usually live upstate New York.
Hey, Gene, here's my man Santone, my
Santone,
co-host
Sauce
right there.
Gang.
Said
How
Sauce
you doing,
Gang,
sir?
Santone.
Yes, sir.
Moving up, look, they fam, that's our family.
All
They
family.
know our
All right.
family.
And he told you they deep like Wu-Tang. They coming up in
Yeah.
this.
So that's what it is. So people in the industry, you talking about the music industry, they go home on
beginning of the-
Fridays and Saturdays.
They
and stuff
relax
like
them
that. Yeah, you're
back then.
Wow,
But
okay.
on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, that's when they partying.
Right.
That's why you had what's the club right there across the street from Justin? I think it was Cheetah Club.
Oh, yeah.
That's where the hip hop cops and them used to hang out at, right? The Cheetah Club. You understand? So you got the Mirage, you got places like that that people go to, and on Sundays they go to. I think it begins with a V. The
That ain't the Vertigo, is it?
hell no, not at all. It was the. It'll come to me, man. I had a lot of good times at that moment.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but when we went to the tunnel, the line was long.
No doubt.
My partner from St. Louis, he used to put it like this. He was the money man, so he used to walk in straight to security. You know, line could be around the corner down the block. He walking straight up to security. Like, look, how much it costs for us to get in right now? Me and my, me and my two guys right here.
That's to pay him.
Yeah.
But that ain't to pay the door.
Right. No, just to get to the front of the line. Look, he knew. Look, he knew we had to pay all that. But we went there though. MC Light, I never forget this. MC Light tried to get on my homeboy. A limo pulled up. We was crossing the street, and we literally like the limo stopped right here. We was crossing in front of the limo. They was right in front of the tunnel. You know, the limos would pull up. She got out the car. It was 3 or 4 of us. She looked right at my homeboy and was like, "This when I knew New York women different." She was like, "Yo, what's up with you? This." My partner was, look, he was took for a loop because he's so used to getting on the women. Dude, when we was in Manhattan that next day, on the strip, like, you know, Manhattan where Apollo and Dapper Dan,
125. 125th Street.
Look, so we walking up and down there. Everybody we seen in Harlem earlier that day was in Manhattan. All the same car. It's like they all migrated.
Right.
Like in the day they was hustling. I seen a lot of paper bag action going on. On the motherfucker, it was like the movie. Look, dude was sitting on the hood of his car. Dude literally walked up to him. This is probably early 2000s. Early 2000s. Early. I'm talking about, dude, paper bag action. But what's funny was every car we saw in Harlem earlier that day was on the party scene in Manhattan that night. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all the Beamers, the Porsches. You think that shit is fake?
Manhattan, ain't it?
Same place.
Am I tripping?
But Harlem is, you
It
got to
bump
realize,
up. It
Harlem
bump
is,
up.
Manhattan is
At 110th,
it
right?
goes from, no.
Nope.
Manhattan goes all the way from the Brooklyn Bridge,
Right.
all the way up to 155th Street, and then 155th Street, 56th Street, and then you got Upper Manhattan, which is the Dominicans, the Puerto Ricans, and stuff like that. But that's Manhattan. That's the city of Manhattan.
Right.
But Harlem goes from 110th Street,
Okay.
you know, to 155th Street.
Right. So
So
they
we
bump
crossed-
up to each other.
Where was we at?
We was at
It's like
Then you
Central.
got Spanish Harlem.
we was in Hall.
Yeah, it's
Do you mind smoking?
Flushing,
Go ahead, do your
Marcy.
thing.
How you want to
Yes, sir.
Yeah. It's where's Apollo? 125th?
125th.
Yeah, we was 125th.
we go.
Yeah, okay.
But no, I seen a lot of. No, I'm just saying at the tunnel.
Well, they used to do that.
crazy.
They stop all that shit.
It was
You
crazy.
can't even hang out on 125 no more.
Look, we couldn't even get in. Look, put it like this: the tunnel was so packed, we couldn't even get in. And my guy tried to pay the guards, and I think just because we didn't know what to say, because we wasn't from there.
Yeah.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I think
Well,
we
you
didn't know the
definitely pay
right.
their ass.
Right. No, we knew we got in all the other clubs that way, but just the
You
tunnel.
definitely pay their ass.
Yeah, the line was a. And another thing, man, the police out there.
Look at them rats.
Yo,
them
I seen the
they made
rats
us- they made-
following
they
the hot
made us
dog
cross
vendor.
the street.
I seen them.
Walked up to the motherfucking rats. Them rats looked
I
at
heard
us.
about that. I heard about that.
Them rats looked at us like,
You had to know.
what?
You had to,
Y'all got to cross the street. We ain't going nowhere.
I already know. LA got the best like that.
you got to know. You got to know
And New
somebody.
Orleans.
So, okay, then we
So,
just keep going. Go ahead.
you know, I went to same game. We get into a big fight at the movie theater. You know, they call them. I don't call them that, but the guys call them Germans. You know, Puerto Ricans.
Right.
Okay.
You know, say the Germans. Just
Right.
So we get into big fights. So I'm just looking at dudes now. You know, because New York dudes and them are known for jumping you.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
They just known for jumping. You know, like it could be some. Ain't no such thing as a motherfucking fair fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's 4 or 5 of them know him, and that's one guy and everything like that. You're here in St. Louis, let that nigga handle his business.
Yeah.
Toe to toe. It's fair.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Get his one.
You know what I'm saying? Let's see what he made of. They don't do like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was a bunch of Puerto Ricans against mounting up or stuff like that. So I'm sitting up there, Rick Dog. I say, yo, I'm looking at dudes them and they knuckle game ain't what it's supposed to be to me.
Right.
And so then Rick Dog looked at me. He said, yo, Big Gene. He said, yo, Gene was. I said, man, listen, this is easy work. You know what I'm saying? Did what I did. From that point on, Puff had a problem at this thing called the Building. He used to do unsigned hype. If you ever saw, if you ever saw Juice, you remember they was in there and they was doing, that was the Building. You understand? So then I think the night it was the leaders of the new school. You understand? That's where Busta Rhyme came from.
Yes, sir.
You understand? So D Ferg we all went down there, and D Ferg was like, Puff was like, yo.
For your brother.
For your brother Teddy.
Hey, look, here we go, y'all. We got this live right here.
Live
right here.
What up, Ted?
What's up, bro?
Anything good?
I tell you, you need a seat.
Hey, man, you need a chair, man.
Get you a chair, Greg. Hey, Judge, can we get a chair, Judge?
Judge.
What's up, Ted?
Yeah. That's the baby.
That's the baby right there.
That's the baby right there.
Let Coach. Let Coach.
Somebody say, you know Coach? I said, Coach who?
Right.
Say here, coach.
Look
I'm
at
like,
that
Coach?
He like,
When did he start coaching? Yeah.
You go right here.
Hey, cool. All right. Right on. Coach in town. What's happening, baby? He one of my co-hosts.
What's up,
too.
bro?
G, you got no time, G?
I would send you this up for
Are you gonna sit?
man a little younger than you here.
You want to sit
I
here?
appreciate the stand that you have as a person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like like knowing you from St. Louis and sitting there talking to you,
Right.
just knowing your progress and things that you have done as a man, like you stand tall. I appreciate that. I respect that. I salute that, bro. Appreciate you for just being
Oh, yeah.
solid.
I actually said the same thing earlier
But-
to him,
but-
too.
but-
My fault, G.
St. Louis and the
Like,
motherfucking
you
building.
people that
Yeah.
I grew up under, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
right.
That's wild to me.
But see, what people don't really understand is this, man. You know, like I wrote my third book, and I'm sorry I don't have it here, but I sold it out. I sold out of it, you know, and I had to give the people what they paid for. You know what I'm saying? So he has the first two right there.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But this is the situation is, bro. You know, like when we came up, we respected people mamas. Yo, you respect, you ain't curse around nobody, mother.
Yep.
You understand? When people, parents came around, no matter what you was doing, you straighten up your act. You know what I'm saying? So when people don't understand that, when I had to tell Big Mother how he died and what happened to him, that would do something to an individual.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? If you sat down there and Big, y'all gotta, people gotta understand, it wasn't just somebody who died and was gonna go away and we never hear from him ever again, whether that's important or not. But you gotta realize this is somebody that died and was murdered, that we still hear his music today.
Right.
You understand?
He,
This is 96. This is 2026.
Do you think that's what he thought?
You understand? What you mean?
Like, do you think like that? Like, what you got? You know,
No,
like,
he was
where it
being
happened,
himself.
we was gonna forget about him, and
Well,
his story wasn't gonna live on.
we never know. You understand? Well, like I look at it like this. I made history with my books. My books are selling like crack. You understand what I'm saying? People are reading them and they like, that's the first book. I told my story. This ain't stories about Puff. This story's about me.
Right.
You understand? I told my story. Puff, he's an intricate part, but he's not the story.
right.
You understand? You understand? Then I went back and I told other stories and Life After Death while bodyguarding a hip hop star. You understand? I told how Big L and different Pun, different people that I knew,
Your experience.
my experiences with these guys. Me bodyguarding, me giving information. Dougie Fresh wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for me.
Shout out.
You understand what I'm saying? But people won't come out and say that.
I know.
Unique Mecca Audio was the hottest thing in Harlem. Yo, listen to me. dudes didn't breathe hard around that dude. You understand what I'm saying? He had a crew. He was selling. He was doing over 250 keys a week. This a dude that had whatever clothes he had on. That's what kind of color car he had. From Benz to Beamers to Jeeps, the whole 9 yards. When you see that Nino Brown shit, that was unique. You understand? So people could talk all kinds of shit that you want to. I calls him up on the phone.
You cool with his mother and his whole family?
His brother dead. The feds killed his brother.
I said his mother.
No, big. I'm talking about. Yeah. His mom. I take his mom food every so often. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I cook her and take her food because I love to cook.
That's right. You do. He a cook too, right?
Question. Because I read this, and I'm so curious. The Unique used to really take a week's worth of money down to Dapper Dan for his next week of clothes.
No doubt.
I see. I'm a fashion guy.
That you talking about
No, Unique was a street dude.
Oh,
He the one. He started. His crew started. Hey ho! All right. You understand? That was their call.
Okay.
Dougie took that shit and put it on wax and made a song on it. And then Unique heard about it, like, yo, Doug, because Unique had a rap group. And what he did was he used to do on every Tuesday, he would give niggas $5,000 to come and rap in front of his store. Like if y'all would battle, whoever wins the battle get the $5,000.
But you spend it in the store.
No, he didn't. He was doing mixtapes. He had all the mixtape guys coming in. He wasn't doing it.
So it was a DJ pool there.
He had a DJ pool.
There you go.
Dudes
He had hands like they say he had.
Unique, yeah. He wasn't no. Come on, man. This nigga did 26 years.
I mean, I'm saying because this before the 26 years came. Like,
Yeah, he was doing
like
his
I'm just
thing.
saying, like I heard he was a super nice dude. Like he was super duper respectful.
Yeah, they should do. They should do. They should do a movie on them. You know what I'm saying? Because
He know Puff too.
yeah, him and Puff is mad cool.
See, I'm gonna just like the way I see life, right? My daddy from the village, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He drove Metro for 50 years, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Before that, he was a village fly guy, silk shirts,
Right.
silk drawers that match with the silk socks and the Stacy hat, and the one pockets. That was my daddy, right? So growing up, he just taught me different things and certain things to look at in life, right? I never been above the Mason-Dixie line, but I've been everywhere else, across seas and everything, just like you have. But just throughout life, it's certain things like you have always intrigued me by your conversation. And your conversation is different because I'm not bragging, I'm just telling you. But at the same time, I'm not gonna indulge in it unless you ask the proper question.
Right. Correct.
Right? You
Yes,
know
sir.
what I mean? So like those things are reprimandable, and I always wonder when you have those situations with those high line people, right? Is it like talking to your homeboy from jail when you have to make sure you make that connection? I'm going to New York, so let me make sure I make this stop and that stop. Or do it just happen when you have to?
Well, the thing about it is, I don't check in with nobody. You know what I'm saying? I never have. You know what I'm saying? I never checked in with nobody. You know, I got people in different places. I might call up, like, when I get there, yo, I'm here, I'm chilling, man. What's up? Where you at? I'm doing this, blase, doing that. Oh, you want me to come through? Nah, I'm good. You know what I mean? That's what it is. You know, but you make relationships and situations based on need and accessibility. You know what I mean? You know, a lot of dudes needed me because I had became a certain individual that you fuck with me, you fuck with me. You understand? How is that? And like he just asked earlier, I could go to New York and bodyguard Puff. But nobody's ever said something. How did you bodyguard Chaz Williams?
Who was that, bro?
Chaz Williams, Black Gangster. He did the album Black Gangster. Look at all those guys on that album. Look it up. All those guys that on that album. Chaz Williams robbed 160 banks. You understand? He was on BET Black Gangster. You understand? He was on that segment of BET.
Yeah.
I used to cook and take food to his house. That was my y'all want to call big homie or whatever. That was my OG big homie, something like that. That was my man. That was my brother. But I ran all his security. You understand what I'm saying? How do you get to be with a dude like that? You know what I'm saying? I've met gangsters from Supreme, from what's the dude? Ronnie Bumpus. These are what's the dude name? Wolf was no gangster, bro. Nah, don't. Wolf wasn't no gangster. Not like that. Wolf can't be in the same. I can't put Wolf in the same paragraph with these dudes that I'm talking about now.
Haitian Jack.
You know what I'm saying? Haitian Jack either.
They just made people see like the
You know what I'm saying?
The people
When
know,
you say Ronnie
people who
Bumpers,
made
you're seeing people that make other people do shit.
yeah.
You're not seeing
Yeah.
it. You're not seeing it.
So when you talk about Ronnie Bumpers, New York Freddie, Ronnie Bumpers, Pee Wee Kirkland, Chaz Williams, Omar. These are guys you can't even put those guys that you just said in the same paragraph and say that they gangsters like them. No, those was underbosses. You understand? They may have had their crews, but they didn't amount up to those dudes. You understand? The real 50 Cent wasn't no gangster either. Just a robber. You understand? He's a stick-up kid. He was nothing like that. Supreme was a gangster. Princeton was a gangster.
So based on seeing the movie Paid in Full, you was around that time. What's your opinion? What's your opinion? What's your opinion, G? Come on, what's your opinion?
Listen to me.
It didn't go that way.
When Rich Porter brother, right? When Rich brother, his uncle caught him, cut his finger off, put in a hotel in McDonald's, put in McDonald's. Yeah, it really happened. But who did they go get the work from? And if you was that big, why you got to go get work for somebody else? Fritz gave him 23 keys. Fritz from 112th Street gave him 23 bricks. Said, "Yo, go get your brother, bro." All he was asking for was $100,000.
23 bricks.
So it's like, why would you need
If you was getting it like that, why would you need that like that? If you had it like that, it's a movie.
Look, that's what I'm saying.
Right, $100,000 shouldn't be nothing.
That type of life no more. God damn. 23 bricks for 100.
No, he gave him 23 bricks.
He said basically, if you got it like that, why you gotta go up?
Well, you got if
why
it's
you
just
gotta go get
$100,000
$23
and you supposed to be all this, why you had to go to somebody to get $100,000?
That
should be
That should be
your-
pocket
under one of your
change.
mattresses.
My man, I'm thinking I got the 100,000.
No.
But God damn.
That's what
I never tripped off of it like that because the movie's so intriguing.
Right, so
I
the
ain't
movie
tripping
throw
off that
you off.
shit.
Was any of was like the Bays in your timeline? You know, was any of these?
Bays here in St. Louis?
Yeah, like
They babysat me. It's my big bro.
I mean, I heard you say it. And
I'm telling
I
you.
know you ain't
The daddies, all that. That's a part
I'm
of
just
our.
curious.
That's a part of our demo.
Like because man, like in my time, I had Chris Taylor, I had Black Richard, I had certain people just like y'all had certain people. You know what I mean? But I'm from the north side, so my world is different than y'all world. So for me, it'd be like because
Let me get to it.
things that I've done in my life, the people I met when I was 12 years old, they allowed me to understand the life of meeting people in other places, other countries, and so on and so forth. Was that the process, like through playing basketball? Because I played football, like just through the process of life. Like, was you set up from your St. Louis background by the people you run into doing basketball industry, going to the mall, whatever it was, going to River Road, whatever it was? Did that help you understand them conversations when you got in the room?
But you gotta understand this, bro. What you learn as a youth, you understand? What you learn as a youth, and if you smart enough, it carries on as an adult. You understand? Youth and ambition ain't got shit on age and experience. So you being ambitious as a youth, if you smart enough to sit back and listen, you will learn. So I was a good listener. You understand? So now me going in and being in those rooms, and being in those situations, you learn how to not say nothing until you ask the question. And I'm a good listener. You understand? So then now I know how to take what you say and articulate that in a manner in which I have to orchestrate whatever I need to be in that room. You understand? So now my upbringing from St. Louis, I had no problem in the streets of New York.
Right.
Until I said finna.
That's what
Finna.
Because they separate them.
Finna.
Finna.
Yeah. Hey,
So, hey, look.
I'm finna.
Hey, look. We finna shift gears real quick because we got Coach in the building again. Y'all know we get Coach
Come on, Coach.
a couple times a month
big
on a
brother
good day,
today.
but he knew you was gonna be here, so he made his way on in.
yeah.
Hey, Coach, how do you know this man right here, man?
Motherfucker, brother. Shit.
Like I'm saying,
My big brother. Like,
No. This is real family.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have the same father, but my brother and him has the same daddy.
Okay, so
So
family.
we family.
Family.
I knew
Well, you know
Teddy.
how we say
I knew
family.
Teddy when he was in diapers.
yeah.
Yep.
You
I
understand?
met him after that.
You know what I'm saying?
Right after that.
You know what I'm
I met
saying?
him right after that.
So he came up under the umbrella when I left my little brother Chris.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They call him Big C.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Big Gene.
Yeah.
Golden era. East Coast, West Coast war. What was that feeling like for you? And what did you see like with the Shugs and everybody around the golden era? Can you talk about that?
Well, bruh,
The
what they
East
made
Coast,
out
West
in the
Coast.
papers, it won't be Suge, cause Suge and Puff and them was still talking
Right.
through there.
Exactly.
You know, we running up on each other. What up, Suge? What's happening? What's going on?
Right.
You understand? But in the papers, they made it feel like that they was trying to kill each other.
Right.
You understand? Pac is sitting in a white drop top Benz, not drop top Bentley or whatever, Rolls Royce. Sugar's in the red one. You understand?
They didn't like that.
You know, Pac, no. Listen to what I'm saying, bro. Puff say something to Pac. Pac like, fuck this nigga, right? You know, you know,
Right.
like that. My man say, yo, say something. Talk to Suge. Him and Suge is talking. Yo, Suge, we got any problems out here? Blah, say this. Nah, y'all good. But in the paper, you would think that they was trying to kill each other.
Right.
It's that media shit.
That's
But
what
you
I'm
know
saying.
who it
They
is?
didn't like that they was
You
getting
know what it
money like
is?
that.
You know what it is? The chief ain't saying a motherfucking thing, but it's the Indians that's out there talking and causing a problem.
Right.
You know, we used to go to cities and motherfuckers would hate us because they love Tupac. You understand? Why?
Not having enough respect for both artists.
Yeah.
Just on some, I just want to be one-sided. That's how niggas do.
And crazy shit.
Crazy.
You getting in shootouts, you getting in fights and beefs, and here it is. The niggas who making money, Suge them, they chilling.
We out here.
They not even doing nothing.
They
They
created-
talking with us.
So, where my question on that is that when it first started, everybody thought it was a media trick to sell records. Cause like when Kanye and 50 went on 106 in Park, and 50 said, if whoever sell the most albums, he's like,
Right.
you sell more albums than me, I quit rapping. And Kanye outsold him, and he ain't quit rapping. But that was a media whole hype thing. When it began, like, what was the turning point from music to personal to you? Was there a turning point where it went from like, okay, well, this could be some, music battle stuff like they used to do back in the day. Then was it a point where you was like, wait a minute, this is getting too serious?
When Tupac came to Soul Train, and Puff felt like he had to run because he knew what I was going to do if it came to that situation. And I understand him as a businessman like that because I was young, dumb, full of cum, and didn't know no better. At that time, I was willing to risk my career, my life, for the sake of these kids, getting back home. You understand? And me protecting the bodyguard.
And at the time, I was working for Puff, working for Sean. Tubbs, big head ass. And I didn't even know this was my brother at the time.
So now
The whole time.
So now we doing this. So it became serious when Pac came to Soul Train, and C Gutter pulled a gun out on Suge Knight.
Okay.
Oh, he did that in the back, yeah.
In the back. Yeah.
They said that.
So was they even beefing for real?
It's a beef now.
But at first, it was just beef.
It's just niggas talking.
So he just pulled a gun for nothing.
Well, C Gutter ain't the type of dude to pull a gun for nothing. Because that's the one who, and this is all documented, it's all the, when they talk about he went to the feds for that all that big shootout at Hot 97.
Yeah.
You know, he was the one that when they had 65 rounds firing at each other with snoring them and the whole 9 yards. So, you know,
65 rounds.
he ain't the one that you gonna play with.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? If that Nation of Islam nigga wouldn't have jumped in front of him, Suge would have got shot. You know what I'm saying? If he pull it, he gonna use it. Yeah. But the Nation of Islam dude, you know what I'm saying? Assalamu alaikum, kaif halak, alhamdulillah, all like that. Yo, listen here. You know, right out of mouth. So that's what that was about. So right now it's serious because now you done pulled the gun on the man who feed us.
Yeah. Correct. And that shit ain't gonna be forgiven.
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
it ain't gonna be forgiven. And then when Big said that shit over the radio,
About the video shoot?
at the video shoot, they got Pac, they got Snoop
Trailer
Dogg, them
shot
trailing
up.
them shot up.
Yep. Yep.
Why they even play that shit on the radio? I don't know why.
Right.
You understand?
Media,
So now it's serious.
Media bullshit.
It's serious now. So now we're not gonna let y'all come back without doing something to one of y'all. Some of y'all.
Have y'all ever got pulled up on like not at home and not in they turf? Like have y'all ever been somewhere else performing? And then, you know, just say you're doing a random show or pop out and then they pull up on you, like, you know, has that beef ever spilled over to another city where they kind of felt like they needed to take up for the West Coast?
Well,
You get what I'm saying?
Cincinnati,
Okay.
Ohio, they did that.
Gangs.
Yeah, Ohio did that. Tennessee did that.
Damn.
Cause you know that's how we used to promote the DJ pools. The DJ pools, they would send us. I would go fuck with the gang. The gangs ran the club. Everything that we put out as a DJ pool, we would go to the strip club first, bro.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had to get protection in every city. How do you get protection? You get the gangs.
Well, see, the thing about that is that, and I was at Jamie Foxx's house, and you know, he said that that's the worst thing an artist or anybody could ever do is to get with the game because what they believe in their culture and what they think is far different from what you doing. You just want to be protected, so you go get the police, you go get somebody that you gonna pay to do it. Once you deal with those gangs and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? What they mean about gang in is gang out. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
this is extortion.
Yeah, they're gonna extort you.
Get extorted.
They extort you.
They're gonna extort you.
Yeah, get
Once
extorted.
you start fucking
Get
with them like
extorted.
that.
Yeah. So, okay, well, since we flipped onto that page, with the West Coast, was it okay? This just like you say, documented stuff. So the East Coast had an alliance with some West Coast gangs too, though, correct?
Right? Yeah.
And that's who they used for protection when they was on the West. Not fully, but I'm just saying, for as a call, letting them know at least that they there.
You know, Puff played chess while niggas was playing checkers.
Okay.
Hey, I'm thinking, because I'm sure thinking like, okay,
You know what I'm saying?
Keefy D,
You know what I'm saying?
like,
You know, so what Puff was doing is like this. You know, I'm doing a book signing. I'm gonna give everybody in this motherfucker a pass. Yo, come to my book signing, man. Blah, blah, blah. It's gonna be business. It's gonna be like that. We're gonna do the damn thing. I see y'all. I know y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm accustomed to y'all, whatever like that. So now, I'm giving this book signing. Y'all may not know I got a beef with this or beef with these other dudes on the other side of town. But I got y'all in the motherfucking...
So if it go down.
Listen.
I got y'all in the joint.
He made me play Carl Thomas and sign autographs in Tampa one night when Carl wouldn't show up. Carl was upstairs in the motherfucking hotel. Carl wouldn't come downstairs, and Puff made me sit there and sign autographs on my mom.
Wow. Look at Carl Thomas over there.
Thomas.
Hey, if they asked you to hit a note, you was in trouble, boy.
Puff is notorious for that shit. Hey,
So
Lil
now,
A, and the time that that's what we did.
so the thing about it is that he'll get Keefy D and them 60 passes to the concert,
Just to have 'em
60
there.
passes to the
Yes. After parties and
to the
all
after
that.
parties and clubs and stuff like that. Now he ain't gotta give. So now we going to hang out with the bad boy niggas like that. So
Now
now,
you need
niggas
security.
now, cause I was the only nigga out there with Puff.
Right. That's what I was
It was
asking.
I'm Puff security. Kenny is his driver, but he do security too. But he's the driver. So nigga, I ain't no super motherfucking man. The fuck? But he done orchestrated these other guys to be in there. So if something go down, I could get him away, and they can handle whatever's going on right there. And now them niggas don't know
He using them as
he
defense.
using them
like,
in the defense.
yeah.
Damn. Okay.
So the smooth getaway. Did you know
But
that
when you
back
travel
then?
around like that,
You knew that back then.
when you travel around like that, if you don't set up them securities for yourself, you fucked, bro. Think about it. You in every club in America. Every club in America. If you don't set that shit up for yourself to set up decoys when you go to a city and you in that club for shit to just be
And that's why you know.
arm's length distance.
Right.
That's why you know people like Eric Von Zip, Keefy D, Chaz Williams.
That's why you hear them names.
You understand?
Why you hear them
You say this to him. Yo, look at Jay-Z. Jay-Z wouldn't come out the hotel because Pop.
I heard that story. I heard that story.
He wouldn't come out the hotel.
Okay.
So what'd he do? Yo, call that nigga Chaz. Chaz, you got any people in Vegas? Yeah, I got people in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Jay want to do a concert. You understand? And the nigga Pac is wilding out. So now Chaz called Eric B. Eric B and Suge is like this.
Well, Eric B was with Death Row.
You understand? Eric B and Suge is like this. So now Eric B calls Suge. Man, let me call this little wild nigga, man, and tell so Jay can do his concert.
Tell him quit tripping.
You understand what I'm saying? So you use those kind of connections, those type of people to do what you got to do.
Move around.
To move around the way you do
Yeah.
when you go to different cities. Just like he was just saying, yo, Gene, do you check in or do you go when you go to different places and stuff like that? No, I've been grown for a long time.
Right.
I ain't, I ain't moving like that.
Right.
You know,
He still trying to fight his brother.
Hey, Gene, question for you.
Where's Marlon?
Has the other side ever tried to recruit you
uh,
during this during that
What is
process?
that? What the other side? What is that?
You talking
What
about?
y'all
This,
talking
talking about he know what I'm
nah,
talking about.
I got a lot of friends on the West Coast.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of friends that doing it, and they not gonna tell me like, yo, Gene, you can get some money over here, because I was all right. I was good. It wasn't always about the money. You understand what I'm saying? I'm happy for what I'm getting.
Jay Ali and the other co-hosts, man. Hey, Jay, this Jake. Well, you know Jay, man. Come on, man.
What was it?
Well, how could you not know? But yeah, but I'm just saying in the midst of that, because like you work somewhere, and say somebody come into your job and you do such a good job, they'll be like, hey, don't say nothing to your people.
Oh,
but
take
you
him
can
to
come,
another
You can come
clique.
work on this side, and we'll pay you.
Bruh, I'ma just say this, man. I've never been the LeBron James type.
Well, you always been rooted in you.
He
like
said he
that,
want to
bro.
win the championship
He
where he
always-
started at.
Listen. He's always had his own shit going on.
Right.
So he was rooted in New York. It wasn't like you could probably, I don't know, man. Am I saying it wrong? Like, I don't think.
Bro, my I think allegiancy was to New Yorkers,
Right.
to New York and St. Louis. I never wavered. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I was in the casino. I tell this story all the time. And we was at the MGM, and Mike Tyson was fighting Holyfield.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And if you don't believe me, go look at that Mike Tyson and Holyfield first fight. You're going to see a nigga in a slim nigga in a blue and army green jean suit.
Okay.
And round the front row doing like this. Yeah, yeah. And they got me on the camera like, yeah,
You
yeah.
screaming for Mike.
No, I'm screaming for Holyfield because I'm killing niggas out there.
Okay.
Niggas in Detroit. If you ever been on the first row in the front row at the fight back in the day,
never have.
around that
Only
time,
you. Go
they
ahead.
betting straight out cash right there.
On the-
$500. Mike, knock him out in the first run. Holyfield, bet. I had $800 in my pocket.
After the first round.
After the first round.
I had $800 in my pocket.
Ticket money back. Give me my money.
You understand? No, I was going
At the
free. I was
fight.
with Salt and Pepper. I'm down there free.
Yeah, see, that's what I want to get into too, though, before the time.
Right there. So now I'm like
We'll get
this,
into that.
no doubt. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3. I done took
Bet.
4 bets. That's fucking. I got to come up with $2,000.
You
I
got
got $800 in my pocket. You understand what I'm saying?
Let this nigga knock this nigga out.
Yo, nigga, there's no way he knocking Holyfield out in the first round.
Yeah, exactly.
No way.
Holyfield was a beast,
Holyfield is a counter puncher.
Yeah.
He know how to stay away from it. Nah, not the first
That's
round.
why he had to fight that nigga. Holyfield
Give me
was a
that.
motherfucker.
Give me that.
Yeah,
Give
oh,
me
yeah,
that.
you heard that
Now
ding,
I got $2,800 in my pocket.
First round.
First round.
Second round. Niggas betting again. Bet a G. Bet. You don't want this bet, bro? Nah, I'm good. Got that. Next round. Bet he knock him out. Bet he knock him out in the 6th round. Bet. Motherfucker Jermaine Dupri bet me $1,500. The only reason Jermaine Dupri didn't get his ass whooped out there, because he was with Big Bob from St. Louis.
Big Bob. Shout out Big Bob.
And I'm not gonna disrespect St. Louis. You understand?
Yeah, we gotta look together when we somewhere else.
You understand? Somewhere I'm not gonna disrespect St. Louis. You understand?
Right.
You understand?
But he bet and didn't pay.
But he bet and didn't pay.
Oh, man, nigga, you got to chill it down.
I wasn't expecting
Sorry,
that.
He paid the $500. He paid the G, but the $1,500, the nigga walked out the door.
So, Jen, you mentioned some. A lot of people know you from the Puff Daddy Bad Boy era. Most, I'm not gonna say everybody, most people. But you just mentioned Salt and Pepper. Was that your first? Like, who was the first rap artist outside of St. Louis that you did security for?
Well, you got
First R&B, rap, whatever. You know, any artist. What up, Jimmy? That's my brother Jimmy in the building. What up, baby?
Yeah.
You know, Pop,
I met
Papa
Best
Bubba.
with you ever heard of we just listened to my band
Grand Poobah.
Grand Poobah.
Oh, Brand Nubian.
Brand Nubian.
Yeah, that's
Brand
my
Nubian.
clear. I love that. That's my joint.
Huh?
Should I ask I got like 6 songs.
Yeah,
for that.
yeah.
Oh, so you did. So that was like, was that the first?
No, Grand Poobah. When they used to get there, we used to be there for them and stuff like our crew. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? So like that.
Because he
And
ended up
then-
doing the song with Bad Boy with Mary J.
Yeah.
End up-
Yeah, that
end
was
up
with
mentioning-
Uptown Records.
Okay.
Yeah. So Grand Poobah.
Uptown
But the first
before Bad Boy.
artist that I did was Sweet Honey in the Rock.
We gotta look. So yeah, look all these names, y'all.
It's a
We
gospel-
gonna find out who all it is.
It's a group of ladies, gospel group.
Okay.
A
Oh,
gospel
okay.
group.
Gospel group.
At Carnegie Hall.
Wow.
Yeah.
They performed at Carnegie Hall?
They played
Billie
at Carnegie
Holiday
Hall.
played.
Get out of here.
Sweet Honey in the Rock. You know what I'm saying? From then on, that's what I wanted to do.
We kept going.
Yeah,
So did and another thing too. Do the label hire you or do the management hire you?
No.
or do the artist hire
The artist actually hired me, but then they get me paid by the label.
you? Okay. I just need to know how that went. You know, I'm just asking these questions because I don't know.
Part of a payroll.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Might be part of a
So
payroll.
you was you with the Uptown Puff Daddy? Or did you meet at Bad? Was he with
Puff
the
was
Bad Boy
part of our
side?
crew the same game.
Right. So
You know what I'm saying? I was doing stuff before Uptown Records, before Puff was a part of our crew.
Okay.
You understand? You know, I was at
So
the
you-
City
you-
College
you
shit,
don't want to-
same game. I was at the City College dealing with Heavy D and them, all that stuff like that.
And then I heard you in the interview say Heavy D was the only person that Puff kind of like
Yeah, respected.
respected.
Yeah, because Heavy D would snatch you up. Heavy D was
Heavy D the guy, man. I met Heavy D.
he
though.
wasn't them light skinned tough ass niggas.
Hey, and he can dance too. Look, and he can dance.
He got no shame.
Don't let the smooth taste fool you. Don't let the smooth
I
taste
get
fool
hoes
you, boy.
and I dance.
Hey, come on.
I fuck you up,
Hey.
G.
He was light on
But
his
people
feet for
never
a big
knew.
boy.
A lot of people don't know Heavy D Jamaican.
Yeah. He got a reggae album. He got some
he's
reggae
Jamaican.
songs. I know. Yeah.
That nigga straight up Jamaican.
Oh, you
He
crazy?
not playing. Heavy D. Yo,
Playing
listen,
that
bro.
shit.
Heavy D, you know, and that don't make you tough, but I'm just saying,
It's in your
Heavy,
blood.
Heavy D was not
He got
nothing
a
to play
reggae
with.
album.
And see, look, and Heavy was making them
Dope
woman
ass.
songs.
Yeah,
And we still had the street cred. You hear me? Look, Heavy D was one of them artists that made all them women songs, but
and-
didn't
and
nobody
he
ever
dead
question
now,
him.
I can
Right,
say-
facts.
He dead now. I can say this now. You know, he ran that crew up in Mount Vernon called the Young Guns.
Yep, I remember Young Guns.
He ran the Young Guns. Yeah, he
'Cause
was
I
a
remember his
gangster
song
guy.
"Money Earned in Mount Vernon." He was in that 190, that red 190. I remember that.
We had a problem. We had a problem with the Young Guns one time. Me and my man Slick, we had gave a party, and this dude came up there and he tried to snatch up one of our dudes. We roughed him up pretty bad, and so then Slick told the nigga said that he wanted to take me. Yo, big man, I want you. Yeah, I'm right here. And Slick said, Nah, go back, Gene. I said, Nah. He said, Gene, go back. So I went back. He told the kid, come on around the corner. Come on around the corner. You understand? And that kid would got left around the corner. Heavy D found about it and came down on our block on 112th and 8th Avenue. You understand?
To ask about it.
And he said, "Yo, Slick, the kid didn't know that you was gonna dust his boots off, right? You know what I'm saying?" He said, "I know. He just didn't know he was fucking with right there, man. You know, is this over with?" Slick said, "Yo, it never got started."
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Man, it's a lot of stuff, man. Y'all, it's kind of like you be behind the scenes. You know, you don't have to be in front of the camera. A lot of people kind of like in my situation. A lot of people don't understand. I be there. You might not see me in none of the video.
Brother feud, I'm gonna say something because I wish Marlon was.
Come on.
Because he tough. He got some other brothers. Tough.
Look, he
I ain't never
right
met
there.
so many brothers that want to fight each other.
No, listen.
These niggas always want to fight each other, bro.
Is it just a bravado thing?
It's
I don't know what the
that's all
fuck it is, bro.
That's all it is, bro.
Cause Ted did.
Tussling. And
Ted,
I just instigated. I just be wanting
he the instigator, man. Is that true? Is that pretty much true? Ted the
And he's
instigator?
supposed to be a coach. No, in the Ruckus. Yeah,
Hey,
but
Coach Ted, baby. Coach Ted in the building.
I just want to let the people know, man. You can go on my Amazon to get my books.
Oh, we finna get into
You
the
know
book.
what I'm
Let's go.
saying?
Book time.
Those two been out for the last 2 years.
Right.
I got my third book just hit Amazon. If you look it up, you'll see what people are saying about it. They said it's better than both of those. They said that one was great. That is the greatest. And
Yeah, that
the
one
last one is greater.
It's great.
Greater
More
than
great.
all of
More
them.
greater than all of them.
And I put
Orator.
what I did was the third book was hard to write
Why?
because I put you right there. Well, all the people say in my books, you could
You're there.
you're there in my books, but I let you know the people. Like he said, Wolf. I told you who Wolf really was. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Wolf, I was his parole officer.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Did you tell these people that story about how you? They don't know you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't know about that.
Oh, okay.
I
just want people to.
well, what Teddy is talking about,
Come on.
we was at a party and Wolf shot up in there. This was before I knew I was his parole officer. You know what I'm saying? I was on vacation. And I was bodyguarding. I was bodyguarding Tim Dog, who was
Remember
doing
Tim
a
Dog?
party. Not the rapper Tim Dog.
Oh,
I'm talking about the A&R Tim Dog, who also was the president of Island Records. He worked for he worked for Clyde Davis as the vice president of rap over there at Arista. But he had that group. What was that group? The Lost Boys.
Yeah.
I remember Lost
It was
Boys.
one of the
Freaky
guys'
Time
party.
and
Yeah,
all
Freaky
that.
Time.
Freaky
It
Time.
was their party at the Lowe's Hotel.
Mr. Cheeks.
Wolf got mad. Wolf got mad, and him and Slick, my partner, got into it. That's what Teddy talking about. Wolf takes out a gun and shoot. Pow! Now what, Slick? I see him. but I'm on his blind side. I ran to him and I put him down. Boom. Put him on the floor. You know what I'm saying? When I had him down at the out, the police came, they got guns on me. So they take both of us. So then they find out who I was, and then they asked me, what did you see? Did he do the shooting? I said, I didn't see nothing.
Yep.
I don't know. So Wolf gets out of jail. I'm sitting in the barber chair. That's in the book. I'm sitting in the barber chair. Every time I'm sitting in the barber chair on 144th and 8th Avenue, you understand, which is dangerous. That's Drew Hamilton Projects right there. You understand? I'm sitting in the barber chair, but I got my gun under me like this. Wolf walks in the door. This is 2 days later. He got bailed out. He said, yo, my man, I need to talk to you. And I said, yeah? He said, but I like your style. I said, yeah. So I went outside. So he said, yo, he was across the street. He said, come across the street. Nah, I'm going to plant my back to this wall right here. You come across the street.
If I got to shoot my way out, I'm coming.
You understand what I'm saying? The phone booth is right here. So I got a block. I got cover right here.
He done figured it out.
You know, so the phone booth right here, I got cover right here. So if a nigga come right here, phone booth, bop, you know what I'm saying? Wolf coming across the street. So he said, yo, I can't go back to jail, man. I'm a 3-time felon. I said, what you going to jail for?
Right.
He said, I heard you was a good nigga. So then, you know, the prosecutors didn't call me. I told them I ain't see nothing. I may have knocked out the wrong guy. I don't know. It was a shot. I just reacted. You understand? They said, are you afraid or something like that? We can give you protection. I said, I ain't afraid of nobody, man. You understand? I just told you what I said. So he said, cool. So then now they get in a beef with Suge Knight and them at Atlanta.
Who's this?
Is that when the shot ricocheted?
No, they get it when they said when they that was Atlanta when they killed Jake. When they said Wolf and them killed Jake and Wolf and them didn't kill Jake. You understand? So who Wolf come and get? Wolf said, yo, Gene found me. You know, about this time I found out this nigga my parolee. I done transferred him on the first day I seen Anthony Wolf Jones.
He still ain't told y'all he traveled with guns and this motherfucker is the parole officer. He ain't saying nothing about that.
Why you snitching? Damn. Is there any reason why? It's you, dog. We'll talk about that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's your brother.
So anyway, now Wolf come back and get me and make me head of Puff Security. Because he said, yo, Gene, we need you. You understand? After that bullshit happened in Atlanta, was people would sell their lives because Wolf never killed Jake. I've seen him and Suge in parties together at, it's the club I was talking with the V.
He's still trying to remember that club.
Nah.
What city?
It's not Club Venus.
It's on 14th and Varick, and
somebody gonna find it.
It was on 14th Street and Varick.
What city?
New York City.
Oh, okay.
It's on Varick. It's on Varick.
Yeah, that's your time.
Yeah, Varick. It wasn't a V. It was an N.
Some Caribbean?
No. This motherfucker, yo, bro, had the best time.
That's why you can't remember the name. You remember the time. You remember the time.
Oh, yeah, my God. Some of the best time I
was had.
Yeah.
We're talking about best times real quick. I want.
Well, anyway, so he came and got me, and that's how I began working with Puff. But I had worked with a lot of different people prior to that and doing venues. I used to do all Uptown Records parties and everything. Well, I the one took the gun from Christopher Williams. Christopher Williams was a real gangster. People don't know that.
Really?
Yeah, they said that.
Christopher Williams was a real gangster. He was hard on them honeys.
Real though. Hey, look, you can see his look.
And he got pissed off and they were fucking with his bread.
Yeah.
Chris got mad at the motherfucker.
So, what you call? That's the one who they try to say Wesley Snipes did it, but I believe it was Christopher Williams. I believe it like that.
Halle Berry.
I ain't saying nothing.
How Wesley went to jail and said, "Fuck the IRS, fuck the industry, and everybody." Just took his bid.
I took a 45 from Wesley.
How much time did he do?
What?
5
No,
years.
Three.
Three out
and
of
two.
5.
3 and 2
Well, look,
probation or some
When
shit
you
like
when
that.
you got with
Yeah.
Bad Boy,
Taxes.
oh well, when you was with Uptown
Bullshit.
first. When Puff got with y'all,
I was with same gang.
same gang.
Puff came.
From
Puff,
same gang.
Puff got roughed in the same gang, and then I was doing parties for Uptown Records. You know, all
that's
Heavy
what I
D,
was
them parties, all that stuff like that. I was doing parties with them and everything like that. Doing the security outside.
And then with the so when Bad Boy kind of took off, was you there with just in the beginning with Craig Mack Diggy? You was there with, in that
I
the
was
Big
there
Mac era. You was there with the Big Mac
yeah,
era.
yeah. When Mel Love did the thing where he took
Shout out to
Craig
Mel
Mack.
Love too.
He took Craig Mack CD and Big CD in
And
there
put the
and
Big-
put in there, call it the Big Mac.
Ooh, that was dope.
Oh, was
And
that
we-
the first time
and-
that mixtape?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, that was the CDs. That's when the CDs
And then
first came
Super
out.
Cat was around too. Was Super Cat around a
No,
lot?
I didn't see him.
Okay, all right, because they had that Dolly My Baby with him and Biggie. I remember that was early on.
Right.
But with the Craig Mack and Big, like, did you see like this
The
thing
rip?
was finna take off? No, not the rip, but like, did you see like with the motion what Puff was doing?
Oh yeah,
Did you see like, oh
Yeah,
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 he
yeah.
is
But see,
on to something?
Puff was the type of dude that, you know, he could take niggas' ideals and go to next level with them.
Okay.
He was good at that. You know, he was good at putting shit together and like you bringing shit together. He make it seem like yo, it ain't all like that, and then next thing you know, he done took it and
Took it and flipped it.
Bro,
flipped it to something like that.
Tell them how that run from that CD to that digital in that market with Puffin them, like how that helped that whole control thing in 2000. Like when we went from not having to sell CDs.
I got a good question when you done.
Well, bro, that's more of a
I was
marketing.
just asking them about the market.
That's just more of a marketing
That's a
type.
business thing, yeah.
That's more of a marketing type of thing. Whereas that you can't really control CDs.
Right.
You can control albums.
Right.
You understand? So what they did was they went into the CDs thing. You understand? Whereas that they know they could do 100 and some copies, and you don't even know because you could do a CD from anywhere.
Correct.
You understand what I'm saying? So they did
The
that
money,
to
the
rob.
hand,
They did that to rob the artist.
Hey, cool. Before you go, I just got a quick one. How many demos you been handed? How many demos?
Shit.
How many demos you been handed? G?
Count.
A wild guess. A wild guess.
Yeah.
Countless.
For you right now, look.
Is it anybody that you can remember handed you a CD and then later on went on ahead and did something?
That's a good question.
Or that you regret that you didn't listen.
No, I don't. No. I used to be the type of person that I had front door policy with every record label in New York City. I could go upstairs. That's before it got, whereas dudes was carrying guns and going upstairs, and they changed their policy and stuff like that. So it was this guy here. Y'all don't know him, but he is my brother-in-law. My brother's married to Marlon married to his sister, and his name was Big Head Tony. Y'all know him by some ill shit because they tried to say that he tried to drown his kids from Berkeley.
Hey, you talking about me? Hey, you talking about dude? Hey,
Hit the bell, the historian.
Hey, yeah. I know him.
My teammate in college.
Yeah. Remember they started
but it-
shooting behind us?
Yo, let me just
What
tell you.
happened, bro?
Let me just tell y'all something, man. All that shit is bullshit. You understand? All that shit is bullshit. You know, I'm not saying that because he's a brother-in-law and the whole nine yards. I'm saying that because they tried to say that Tony didn't want to pay child support. He didn't want to do all that shit like that, which is a lie. His mama just died and left them buku of money because she was a nurse. I had just got him a deal. All he had to do was stay in fucking New York. He was getting a deal for $1.2 million for rapping. He did a song with Source Money. You understand? The nigga, off the chain. I got his song on my I got my song. I got his song on my my videos.
You got a song with Cardan too?
Huh?
Don't you got a song with Cardan?
Bruh, I don't. I'm trying. I'm trying to. Hold on. Let me see this right here. Anthony Moore.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the last time I saw him, we did a show out we went to that show out in Berkeley.
Yeah. And we went to the liquor store.
He looking up something.
Yeah, too, want to hit it before we leave. We doing a book signing. June 6th.
June 6th.
It's probably gonna be at the Hollow on Washington.
Okay.
We rounding it up now.
Yeah, once you get the.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm definitely gonna keep you on, but we're gonna have a book signing and a Q&A. And I'm gonna be DJing in the back, so it's probably 3 hours long. Yeah. Oh yeah, y'all definitely gonna be there. Yeah, for sure. Y'all always support, man. I appreciate
Come on,
y'all.
bro. You know that.
So yeah, June 6th. That's for his third book.
I'm waiting on you to do it. I'm waiting on you.
Yeah, man.
I'm waiting on you to do the Prince show, man. When you,
Who?
the Prince. When you gonna do the Prince show?
Oh, that'll be dope. I don't know if Marvin
We
can
gotta
do
do
the
the Prince
though,
show,
man.
man.
We doing a Babyface show next weekend though.
Okay. I love me some face.
Yeah.
I love me some
Everything Babyface.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Anything by him. Yeah.
Love his baby face. That's the only person I think that could go in the verses with R. Kelly, man.
Ha ha.
Ain't nobody else.
I'm for real. I think Babyface.
Babyface is like.
Think about no. I'm talking about if you go song for song
Right.
that they wrote for themselves and artists. A lot of people don't know Babyface catalog is.
Nah, Babyface catalog is
Babyface
sick.
catalog is sick.
Yeah, Babyface sick,
Soon
man.
as I get home from work,
8 hours at work.
But hey, it's the shit you get for other people too, though. Tony
No, that's what I'm
Braxton.
saying. Like R. Kelly wrote a lot for other people. A
Yeah.
lot of people don't know the stuff Babyface wrote because
Yeah.
social media wasn't like it is now.
if you've never been
To
to a
find
Babyface
out.
concert, Babyface, it's an hour and 45 minutes.
Come on.
So yeah.
60 minutes is not even him singing.
Right.
Not
He
his
go through
songs.
that. He go through that
It's-
medley
he
and be
go
like,
through
"I
the
wrote.
medley,
Did
so
y'all know I wrote?"
all
Right.
the songs that he's created. Then he gets to sing it.
And then
yeah,
Teddy
this-
Riley in there too, dog. Teddy
So
Riley
this
like a
this
third.
this
Teddy-
Saturday at the Dark Room
Come
was
on.
at May 2nd.
May the 2nd, yes sir.
Me, Muda, and the squad, we doing everything
We
Babyface. And then I'm DJing at J Electronica.
I seen
That's
that
Sunday.
too. I seen that too.
And then Sophie's every second Thursday. I got reggae night. And we
we
got
there.
food too.
We there.
Sophie's on Washington every second Thursday. Yeah. We do a reggae.
Like Viva.
Nah, it's better than. I ain't gonna knock Viva.
Viva is on you.
Euclid.
Yeah, Euclid. Sophie's is right by. Yeah, it's on Washington. Yep. It's they do mostly hip hop.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's right next to the cigar place.
Ted,
Yo,
Ted.
Tony did. Let me see right. Tony did. Tony did this song. Hold on. Man, shit is.
But yeah, I'll make sure y'all know about it.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, he I
That
definitely.
gets everything.
I was there.
I love this media shit. I was born for this.
Huh?
I was born for this shit right here.
Oh, for sure.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
Yeah, I'm a little bit. Like I said, the Hollow, June 6th.
Yeah,
Me and
it's a beautiful
Big
thing
Gene.
because it ain't like I had to do no research on Gene because I literally follow him for real.
Right.
No, like for real. So it's like it was like cool. I ain't had to
Right.
crash course on him or nothing. I was like, I know what this done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So question. You was with
Tell me.
Diddy and them when the Locks was there, right?
Yes, sir.
What was that like?
A few more minutes.
Like, cause I know they was all two different
Jimmy
type of
always
people.
do
Just to see their growth. They were kids then, bro.
Oh, Jimmy.
When I was there, they were kids. You know what I'm saying? They were enthusiastic, eager to just get in there and get in the booth and do something. And then they learned about the business part of it. And when they learned the business part of it, it got different for them. You know, because Puff was the type of dude is, yo, go and write this rap. You're like, nigga, you about to make this 10,000 right quick. Show a nigga 10,000, give it to him.
Because everything was about tonight. It was about
But you
the
know
hype.
what?
It was about the moment.
They didn't know about the publishing.
No, he got all they published.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was
They didn't know if
everything
they
he did
wrote
was about
that.
tonight.
He did 50 Cent like that. You understand what I'm saying? Here, take this 10, take this 15, take this 5. Write these words, write these lyrics, write these songs.
Rest in peace, but Irv Gotti did like what Irv Gotti did. He sold everybody shit for $300 million.
Bro, it was a
He
studio.
sold everybody. Look,
Bro, it
everybody.
was a
Look, I don't care if
studio
you want
in
your.
the
No.
basement of Justin's in Atlanta.
Which means I get a
You said
We
what?
went from the studio in the basement of Justin's, the restaurant in Atlanta, to the house on the barge over there. Like, it was, bro, everything was about a moment. He would capture that shit and then take advantage of it.
This is Big Head.
Hey, hold up. Hey. Hold on.
That's Big Head, my intro.
Okay.
That's him. He did that shit in.
I gotta get some.
He did that in. 2 weeks before he went to jail. I had this dude a deal. They had a bidding war against him. This nigga went up and
They had a bidding war for him.
They had a bidding war for him. He went up in Arista. He went up in Def Jam. Jumped on all that shit you see about niggas jumping on the table, performance like that. He did it first. With his shirt off, the whole 9 yards. He did all that shit. Killed him. I begged him not to go back to St. Louis.
Oh, okay. Why?
Bruh, listen to me, bruh. I want this nigga to sign. Niggas offering you 800 to up 1.2 million. Nigga, I ain't getting none of your budget. You know what I get? I get a finder's fee.
Right.
That's what they all know.
I get a finder's fee.
That's right.
It was 10%.
And
back
that's
then,
20%
Oh, 20%. Okay.
of what they sign them for.
Right.
Was this back in like 99, 2000?
Right before he went to jail, bro. I get a finder's fee. So he wasn't hurting for no money.
No.
What had happened was, and people don't know this, you understand? Tony left the kids in the car. Right? Went to his man house and got smoked out. When he got back in the car, he thought the kids was unalive. You understand? Instead of going to the hospital, that nigga went out his mind and drove in the river. They tried to make him seem like a fucking monster. And then his father, which didn't know no better, gonna take a trial by judge. It's not one individual going to decide that man's faith and go let him walk because they're elected officials.
Right.
Had he been in front of a jury,
That
you
heard the
understand?
story. Yeah.
That heard the story and what you call like that, it ain't right.
Yeah, it ain't right.
He'd have did some time,
Yeah.
but they gave him without the possibility of parole. And here it is, this white lady killed her kids in the tub.
Tell myself what up.
And they let her go. It's a difference.
Always been a difference.
Always.
Hey, but that's why we have to pull together, bro, and we have to make up tools, businesses, and situations where we streaming our money and we all pooling our money together. Because when shit happen, you don't never know when you gonna need a motherfucking attorney or your support.
Yeah, but see people been talking like that for years, bro. You know, the thing about it is that, you know, we used to grassroots our own communities. You understand? And they are not going. They want y'all to think that segregation is good and best for us. You understand? And when we were on top of our game, when we did our thing, is when we had our own towns, our own places, and what they do, they came in and they destroyed that.
That's right.
You understand?
Sold us the dream that we need to be together.
No, they sold you a dream that you need to buy from them, and they shit was right when we got the shit. If we just started bartering with each other in poor times like this, we'll be better off.
Right.
As high as shit is right now,
Right.
if you barter for services right now, even if you got a business, and I understand bartering for services is the craziest shit ever, because you're not getting paid, But
Shut it down.
you may not have no motherfucking choice at some point.
Right, yeah.
So that way you can keep your business going.
Well, here y'all. Hey, Big Gene got to keep it moving, man. We appreciate the time you spend with us. We actually gonna cut it a little short and get a picture. If we can take a picture real quick, Gene, before you get out of here.
No doubt,
So we'll do that, man. We're gonna shut it down a little early, man. But y'all know what
I
it
ain't gotta
is.
shut it
Hustle
down, man.
Different
It's y'all
Podcast.
show.
No, man.
Y'all
Hustle
got
Different
people walking
Podcast.
in and out.
Man, these
Y'all
folks-
got people walking in and out.
Hey, Jim.
Y'all got people.
Hey, Jim.
This is how y'all
Hey,
do
Jim.
the thing, man.
Hey, Gene, him right there. Huh? Fuck him.
Papa Bubba.
Yeah.
Why you gotta do
Fuck
my
him.
dog like
Fuck him.
that?
Hey, Gene, fuck him. When you walk, hey, Gene, give him one of these, Gene. When you walk in, he need one. That's my brother Jimmy All. Hey man, we appreciate Gene Deal for coming, sitting there with us, giving us some insight, man. Showed us, man. Listen, I've watched footage on this man, and
Mama,
today I
got-
still learned something.
Hey,
You know what I
Mama,
mean?
this
I've been
nigga
watching this man
straight
for
up
years.
Me too, bro.
Look, I've been watching you for years, no lie, and I'm not exaggerating.
Facebook
Watch-
and
everybody here can
Because-
say that.
Because everybody want to know the Diddy stories and everything like that. And these podcasts is played for certain things for just sound bites.
Right.
The white guys, they're from London and from the UK and stuff like that. Them motherfuckers sit up there and they interview me and want to know me.
Right.
I have not, and these dudes called the dancers.
Yeah, the dance.
The
dance.
dance show.
Yeah.
They wanted to know me, wanted to know what I had going on, what's going on, this, that, and the third, and they asked questions about that. I give most of these guys all they want is sound bites.
That's
All
why
they
we-
want is sound bites.
Right.
And they got me stuck. They try to get the people to stick me in the Diddy category when Diddy was shouting my name out on the mixtapes.
Okay.
You know, you go watch 1994. What's his name?
Tell these people how you.
What's his name? DJ from the Bronx. His name is SNS. Yeah, DJ from Bronx. On this mixtape, when he say I pay $1 million for your head, on that mixtape,
That's what
you
you're
say,
talking about.
yeah, you say I put $1 million on your head. You say that. You say shout out to my nigga Big Gene, Slick in the Family, Same Gang, and all that shit like that.
Okay.
So my whole 9 yards, he been shouting my name out in the whole 9 yards all that time because he knew what I represented in Harlem and what I was doing for people and the guys in Harlem. Right. You know, and that's just not the dudes who was in the street. Those are the dudes who wanted to be out the streets. You know
And see, we do you. To us, you one of the homies. You know what I mean? You from
Right.
St. Louis. You one of the homies. That's why we glad you here.
Right.
This don't have nothing to do with Puff.
Yeah, right.
No, real talk. Like when I started the show,
That's
before
why
we
I
turned the
fuck with
cameras
it.
on, I said we're gonna
St.
talk
Louis
about
shit.
this day 4. We happened to get into that. It fell into that, but that was not our intent.
Oh no, listen,
No,
man.
I'm saying
I
you
don't-
my guy.
listen to me.
You one of us.
Listen to me. If I wanted, if I wanted to pay tribute, I wanted somebody here in St. Louis to pay tribute to. You understand? And I'm glad I could come to y'all show and show my life experiences with y'all. You understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on, man. Come on, man.
It means a lot.
Yeah, man.
You understand?
You mean more to us. Like I told you when I met you, man. I told you.
It means a lot to share your life experience and people respect it. That's why I wrote the books. You understand? Because, long story short, these books will go down in history.
Those are forever.
That's right.
They forever.
Those are forever.
You know what I'm saying?
I say that. It's
When I'm
forever.
dead and gone, you know what I'm saying? Forever.
And that's just another form. And I say this too. We gonna let them get out of here. I always say this right here. This what we doing right here. This is for people to actually get a chance to meet you that never get a chance to meet you. You get what I'm saying? They get to know you. That's why our show is different. We not unscripted. We wanna, we wanna talk to you. We didn't want to interview you. We wanted to talk to you.
Right.
And that's what we
I felt
did.
that.
We sat up here. We just talked.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how it's supposed to be. But hey, y'all, Hustle Different Podcast. Gene Deal in the building. DJ Muda. Coach Ted. Cujo in the building. Come on, man. Jimmy Country ass in the building. No.
Teddy.
Setone, my Tager. J.I. Lee did slide in. Hey, he is over there. That is not AI. He is in the building. And last but not least, our brother John Davis in the building. We out.
He won't be there.
We out. Come on, let's get these pictures and let this man get on the road. And- watch your head when you go down to there. Watch your head, please.
You got bent over.
Yeah, watch your head.
Boys and cognac.
Hey,
Oh yeah.
come together. Well, look, from you coming here as a guest, then look, now you concrete.